Okay. Once again, good morning, everybody. In today's class, we are going to look into the ERP, which is the second part of the module 4. In this, we are going to learn about the enterprise resource planning, or it is called as a ERP. What is the meaning of ERP and what is its importance? And there are some functional areas which are covered under there are many functional areas for your syllabus. You have marketing and sales, supply chain management, finance and accounting, human resources, and also we have type of reports and methods of report generation. We are going to look into that. First, we will understand the enterprise resource planning, ERP. As you might be aware, okay, as you might be aware, it is as a technology stack, we have different technology stacks we have. You can become expert in a particular technological area. ERP is one of them. For example, what I mentioned by technological area. One second, please hold on. All right. What I was talking about was like as there are different technology stacks we have, like for example, web developer or mobile application developer or database administrator, network administrator. One of the technology stack you can choose is a ERP related softwares. ERP in itself is a complete domain. Most of you must have heard about the softwares called as the SAP or PeopleSoft or JD Edwards. Those are the different ERP softwares. So once you get into that area, let's say once you get into the SAP, so one part is the functional side, and second part is the technology side. Okay, that could be implemented using any software. So for example, SAP, they have their own database and their own methodology of development. So you will be on the technical side, or also you can become a functional expert. So today we will see what is a ERP in general, and you can choose this as one of your technology area. And if you are aware of any of your seniors or any of your friends who are working in this ERP area, okay, they may not be working in like it is not possible to work on all the ERP softwares. Maybe they are working on PeopleSoft. PeopleSoft is a Oracle product, or Oracle Financials, or SAP. So those are related to the enterprise resource planning. So what is enterprise resource planning? As you are aware, to run particular organization, and when I say this ERP, this enterprise resource planning is more important in a larger scale industries or the organization. It doesn't mean it is not important in the small or medium, but the importance is this ERP is having ERP system in large organization is very very crucial for its operation. And what is that ERP is? ERP is the, you can think of a, it is a software system that will combine all the operations of the organization. And what are the different operations of the organization? You can just think about the very large organization, so that you will come to know about this functional area. The large industries, They will be having the manufacturing. So manufacturing of the products, okay, that is the huge department. There will be lot of processes, lot of data requirement, lot of communication that has to be done. So that is the manufacturing is one of the functional areas. And once the products are produced, then marketing and sales. Marketing and sales is a another very important department. And whatever has been manufactured, it is like sold through the marketing and the sales department. And when they are doing the marketing and the sales activity, they need to have a lot of different kinds of processes, a lot of information that is required. They should be aware like how much is being manufacturing and what is their sales. And as per the sales data, how marketing and sales department is doing the sales, the manufacturing, either they have to increase the manufacturing or they have to reducing the manufacturing. And similarly there is a HR department. In all these functional areas of any organization, many resources, many employees are working to take care of all their needs. Okay, whether it is starting from the recruitment, then training, then whatever the payroll related things which is required for the employees, or any kind of a benefits related things. HR will be responsible for taking care of all those needs. And for that it will be requiring information, and it has to interact with, because there are employees working in marketing department, manufacturing department, and other department. Similarly, there is a other functional area, that is a distribution. How you are going to do the distribution of your product. Then finance, account, and the finance. For every transaction that is happening, whether it is procuring the material, payment, okay, making the sales, purchasing the parts. There are so many activities that transactions are involved by all the department. Those transactions should be taken care by through the finance and the accounting department. They are the sole custodians of all the transactions. When I say transaction, it is a transaction, cash flow. All those things are related to the accounting and finance. And similarly, a supply. A lot of suppliers will be there to take care of those vendors, vendor management, whom to select, how to select. All those things comes under the supply. And the commerce department, which is related with all the commerce related activity. So these are the some of the examples of the different functional areas that organization will have. All these different departments or the functional areas, they will be interacting with each other. They will be interacting with each other. There is a lot of information flow between these departments. If you consider all these departments as separate entity, there will be a lot of one-to-one connections, like a lot of processes that will be each department has to take care. So that managing everything will be very difficult. So when before the ERP system, how it used to be, like every department they used to manage their own data, and whenever they need something, they will contact the other department. So there were multiple communications, and the data that was getting stored was duplicated. And the authenticity of the data is also questionable, because it is maintained by different departments. There could have been discrepancies in the data. What is the ERP is? ERP is the enterprise resource planning. It combines all these functionalities, okay, and it combines in the sense it provides a common database where all these functional areas can talk to each other through a common database. And a lot of interactions will happen through the common database. Let us say, for example, a marketing person gets the um, order. So he will puts the order in the system, and there is a warehouse, all those things are there. We will see it in the example. Let us say manufacturing team is looking into the orders. Based on the orders, they will do the manufacturing. Once they do the manufacturing, they will supply the required product. Then what happens is the customer has to make the payment. Once he takes the gets the product, he makes the payment. That payment information will be accessed by the finance. So all the information is within the central common database, so that every department will know the status from their own piece of software. So ERP is divided into these all functional areas. The complete ERP, it will be divided into like marketing, manufacturing, HR. Those are added as a different modules. So how many modules you are going to learn for your syllabus? The four modules that you are going to learn is, one is the marketing and supply, marketing and sales, how marketing and sales department interacts with the common database. Then supply chain management, you will understand what is supply chain management, and finance and accounting and human resources. Apart from this, there are a lot of other functional areas. For example, payroll can itself be a separate system. So this is the big overview of the ERP. So ERP is nothing but it is a software system which combines the different functional areas of any organization, and it provides a common database so that the communication, the data flow between these department is very easy and very accurate. What is the ERP? The practice of consolidating an enterprise planning, manufacturing, sales, and marketing efforts into one management system. So you can think this as whatever the operations that are carried out. So here just they have given the example of planning, manufacturing, sales, and marketing. Similarly, HR is there, accounts is there, payroll is there. There are so many functional areas. It depends on what kind of organization. Every organization will have few departments for sure. That is, HR will be there for every organization. Then there will be marketing and sales department will be there, accounts department will be there, and if it is related to manufacturing will be there, and supply chain management. So some departments are common to all the organization. Apart from this, there might be additional departments. And what does, it consolidates, means it consolidates all the enterprise activities into one management system, combines all databases across departments into single database that can be accessed by all employees. So I told you in the previous example, there could be a marketing and sales team. They have their own database, whatever the transactions they are doing, to keep record of that, they will have their own database. Similarly, HR, they are doing the recruitment and all those things, they will have their own database. Similarly, accounts, they will have their own database. But the problem with having so many databases is the interaction with each other is very difficult. And let us say if you want to track certain thing, then you have to go to the multiple departments or multiple databases to get the answer. That will become a big problem when doing the when day-to-day operations are required. And also it in sometimes if customers are asked to go to different departments, it will be a big impact on the customer satisfaction. And the customer would always like to have a single point of contact. At one point of contact, all his work should be done. If you want to have that kind of a service that should be given to the customer, we need to have a single database which will cater all the departments needs. ERP automates the task involved in performing the business processes. So whatever the business process we have, what ERP will do, it will automate all those tasks, and that will implement the business processes. Okay. This is one website. I want to show you that website. It has got a very good information. Okay, this is a specindia.com. In their blog, they have some information about the ERP system. So, ERP system, according to Spec India, in layman terms, it refers to the software used by the organization to manage day-to-day business activities such as accounting, project management, and manufacturing. So you can say there's one more area of project management. So whatever is the day-to-day activities that is carried out by a particular organization, having a software for that to manage those activities, that is the ERP system. Now, I give you an example of existing ERP system like SAP, PeopleSoft, Oracle Financial. Those are created based on the industry's best practices. Okay, what is best practices? Let us say marketing and sales functional area. Marketing and sales functional area or the department. How should it work? So in the industry, they have set the best practices. So according to the best practices, if that department works, it will work very efficiently. So according to the best industry's best practices, that is the requirement for the software. They take that as a requirement and they implement the software. Similarly, they will take the best practices for the HR department. So whatever the operations that HR does, like I told you, recruitment, then training, payroll, benefits, things like that. Whatever is the responsibility of the HR department, and whatever the process they are carrying out, considering all that, considering, let's say, many industries, because the HR practices are different in different companies. So what they have done, they have studied many companies HR systems, okay, HR department, and they come up with the best practices. So whatever is the best practices with respect to, like, so many companies, they will keep that as a requirement. For that best practices, they will implement the software. Similarly, for finance and accounting, they take the best practices, then they will implement the software. So when the software is created, for example, let's say SAP, a certain organization wants to implement the SAP system in their organization. There are two ways to do it, because all organization may not be using all the best practices. They might be using some best practices, and they have some of their own practices. So what, how the software SAP projects will be implemented is, what they will do is, they will study the practices of a particular organization where they want to implement ERP software, and either they will try to implement the best practices in that organization, or they will customize the software. This, whatever the softwares I talked about, SAP, PeopleSoft, all those are customizable according to the client requirement. It depends on which one is like the cost effective. If changing the software is cost effective, they will do that. If changing the practices of the organization, they will recommend that, so that the cost will be reduced. So that is how it will be implemented in the particular organization. It allows tracking and monitoring of companies' resources, raw materials, inventory, and even customer relationship management. You must have heard about the CRM. Okay, many of the companies, at least, they will have just the CRM for customer relationship management. CRM. There are many CRM products that are available. Just company will buy the CRM. It may not have the other softwares, but at least it will use the CRM, customer relationship management. It uses the same database throughout the entire company to store various types of a data. So all these activities, whatever the, like, how much is the inventory, how much raw material we are getting, how the customers are getting added, what is their experiences, all the information can be accessed to using a same database. With ERP, organization can eliminate inefficiencies, improve customer relations, and facilitate real-time collaboration. So, using ERP software, inefficiencies are reduced because we need not hop multiple departments to get an answer. right? If manufacturing department, if I ask them like how much production you have to do, then manufacturing department has to consult. If there is no ERP, they have to consult with the sales department, sales and marketing, according to sales and marketing prediction. Okay, sales prediction, they have to plan their manufacturing, and according to that, procurement department has to procure the raw material. So if you see here, if they are not collaborated properly with a single system, there are multiple departments we have to hop to get one answer. So those inefficiencies, those inefficiencies are like, if you don't have the ERP. If you have a ERP, everybody is interacting with the one database. If manufacturing department wants to know how much it has to produce, based on the sales and based on the predictions, already they have a prediction stored in the database, where manufacturing team can just with a one click, they will come to see what is the sales prediction. According to that, they will do the manufacturing. So once they see the sales prediction, similarly, according to that prediction, the procurement department will procure the raw material, so that it will support the manufacturing, and it improves the customer relations, because the customer relation is well maintained, all the information is well within there, and it is a single point of contact for the customer, where you can service the customer without making them to run into different systems. So facilitates real-time collaboration. What is the meaning? The minute the sales team puts the sales forecast, immediately the manufacturing team will come to know what is should be their manufacturing level, and similarly at the same time, the procurement department will know how much raw material should be procured. So that is how the whole organization can work in a real time, instead of using a bundle of different solutions together, like one app for CRM, another for tracking marketing efforts. Your business can utilize an enterprise resource management tool to combine all these functionalities into one single integrated and seamless platform. So that's a ERP. Instead of having a multiple softwares for each of the functionality, ERP will provide a platform to integrate all these different functionalities into one system, and that is how they can interact with each other without any problem. Okay, that is the diagram we have already seen. So stages ERP, like it went through different phases. I told you how the earlier system and how the present systems are. Okay, we will see the characteristics of a ERP. So I told you modular design. We all these softwares and these functionalities come as a different modules. And when you are buying a, let's say SAP, I'm taking a SAP just for understanding purpose. So SAP is like, I hope all of you have at least understood what that software is. So SAP comes with the different modules, right? Each of these functional areas are added as a module, so it will be a modular design. And if a particular organization wants to purchase all the module, they can do that. Or if they want to implement only few modules, let's say they want to implement only HR, manufacturing, and accounting, they can do that. So with this, that can be done because it is a modular design. It consists of many distinct business modules such as financial, manufacturing, accounting, distribution, etc. So all this will functionality will come as a modules. So like a plugin, if you want to understand in technical words, it's like a plugin. If you want to use that plugin to your software, you can use the plugin, or you can keep it away. So when you do the plugin, the plugin is seamless. Once you add that, it will work seamlessly, because it is designed in such a way that it will gel with the whatever the design we have. Central common database, as we know, there will be one common database which will support all the application. The consistent look and feel overall modules. So since one software we are using for all the functionality, so whatever the look and feel we are giving for the one module, the same thing will be maintained for the other module. So you will see that consistency in look and feel. The modules are integrated and provide seamless data flow, which increases the operational transparency through the standard interfaces. And we have various deployment options. Various deployment options include on-premise, cloud hosted, and hybrid. So how you want to implement, how you want to deploy your software, you can use any of these options. Let us say you want to have on-premise in the sense your server and your software will be on your premises or your data centers. The software will be deployed and the database will be deployed there, and you can use it. So it is nowhere connected to the external world. You can have the intranet for the organization, and through that intranet you can access that particular ERP system. Second one is a cloud hosted. Organization can choose to host it on the cloud, so that they don't have to maintain their own data center server, patching, maintenance of the server. That you can avoid by using the cloud hosting. Or it can be hybrid. Hybrid is like you have some things on the cloud and something on the on premise. Why they want a hybrid? Whenever the kind of a data they are storing, if it is very sensitive to their business, they want to secure it. Maybe they will prefer to have it on premise, so that it is cloud is also secured, but it is the choice of the organization how they want to have the particular data on premise or onto the cloud. Okay, what are the typical components or the modules of ERP? Human resources, as I told you, helps HR team to manage employee information, manage payrolls. I hope everybody understand what is payroll. Payroll is nothing but that system which provides the salary to the employees. It generates the pay stubs or the pay slips. Okay, for every month, whatever the payment is done, it will generate. It will make sure that it will deduct all the taxes, right? For example, there is a professional tax and some taxes related to the income tax. Okay, those things are deducted, and other things are like if there are any benefits, right? Provident fund, all those things, it will be taken care by the payroll system. So inside the HR system, we will have this thing. Either it is combined with the HR system, or payroll system can itself be a different module. It depends on the how the software is implemented. Track employee records like performance reviews. So when you join the industry, you will understand there will be some companies, they will be doing the performance review quarterly. Some companies they do half yearly. Some companies they do the performance review yearly. So for that performance review, HR team will be responsible, and the perform based on the performance review, some component of your salary will be dependent on that. That is called, nowadays the companies are following fixed salary and the variable salary. That variable salary, it depends on your performance. If performance is good, the variable component will be higher. uh, the designations of the different employee, job description, skill metrics. Skill metrics, what kind of a skill particular resource has, all those information will be stored in this particular system, that is a human resource module. Attendance tracking and much more. Attendance tracking is also, it's like we call it as a timesheet. If you are aware of any companies, like you have to fill in every week, you have to fill in the timesheet. Based on the timesheet, payroll is generated. Like it shows whether you are taken leave or not, and same payroll can be used for the payment. If you are working for the particular client, the same information is used for the billing purposes, billing to the client. So much more. So there are many functionalities that are involved. What you are what information given is here is very high level. At HR level, there are a lot of functionalities. All those functionality will be incorporated into this human resource model. Second one is the inventory model. Inventory, definitely, inventory, you want to understand how much inventory is there. Okay, at the click of the button, you don't want to go to check your physical inventory. So based on the manufacturing, based on the sales, inventory is automatically updated. It can be used to track the stock of the items, track and trace the current location in the organization. It includes functionalities like stock utilization, reporting, master units, etc. Then another module is customer relation management, or the CRM, helps to manage, track the detailed information of the customer, like communication history, calls, meeting, details of purchases made by the customer, contract duration, etc. So whatever information related to the customer, all those information will be stored in the CRM, so that whenever a particular customer is interacting with you very well know that particular customer based on his history, right? Maybe his purchase history, and also this particular data can be used to offer some kinds of a discount to particular customers. Let us say a few customers, on yearly basis, they make a certain amount of business or purchases. Let us say a particular custom, every year he purchases about 1 lakh worth of items. Then you make sure you are tracking that particular person. Let us say there is a dip, okay, 50,000. So the purchases is reduced to 50,000. You can understand what has happened, and you can give some discounts, things like that. So these data would be very, very crucial. How you want to use it, what decisions can be made, that is up to the organization. Next one is the supply chain management. It manages the flow of product item from manufacturer to customer, and customer to the manufacturer. Okay, so supply chain management, as I told, it is the movement of the product items from manufacturer to customer, and customer to the manufacturer. Financial management, this model keeps track of accounts related transactions like balance sheets,